Supreme Court of Nigeria dismissed the bid by the Abacha family to stop moves by FG to reopen the criminal forfeiture proceedings. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Supreme Court of Nigeria on Friday in Abuja dismissed the bid by members of the family of the late General Sani Abacha to stop moves by the federal government to reopen the criminal forfeiture proceedings against the ex-head of state. The fresh government move to reopen the fraud probe is targeted at some family members over their alleged complicity in looting the nation's treasury during Abacha's administration. In his judgment, Justice Emmanuel Agim of the Supreme Court dismissed the suit before the apex court for want of merit and substance. At number 2, the Supreme Court on Friday in Abuja nullified the primary election of the People's Democratic Party, which produced Honorable Jones Onyerere as its senatorial candidate for Imo West in the February National Assembly election. The apex court nullified the primary election on the ground that it was conducted in Owerri, the Imo State capital, instead of Olu being the senatorial headquarters of Imo State. The apex court held that by the judgment, PDP would not participate in the next month's senatorial election, having failed to produce its candidates within the time allowed by law. At number 3, at least 30 kidnapped victims held hostage in the Toto local government area of Nasarawa State have been rescued following a joint operation by officers of the State Police Command in collaboration with Metiala Vigilante Group in the area. The command's public relations officer, Ramhan Nansel, made the disclosure in a statement on Friday. The kidnappers were trailed to their enclave at the Sadwana forest. At number 4, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has warned Nigerians to be wary of the Presidency and Supreme Court recently identified and designated high corruption risk agencies under President Muhammadu Buhari's regime. The Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, National Boundary Commission, and National Population Commission agencies directly under the presidency are on the list of the country's corrupt watchdogs, ministries, departments, and agencies with high corrupt risk. The ICPC disclosed that 52 MDAs were classified as having high corruption risk following their failure to answer an ethics and integrity inquiry filed in 2022. At number 5, Zubairu Mato, the sector commander of the Federal Rootstv Corps in Kano, says FRSC arrested 11,557 people for committing various traffic offences in 2022. It disclosed this on Friday, revealing that those arrested committed 13,718 offences, including failure to produce a driver's license, overloading, exceeding the speed limit, and failure to have registered plate numbers. According to him, in 2021, 300 road crashes were recorded in Kano, while in 2022 the figure reduced to 226. The sector commander added that the number of victims rescued from crash scenes increased in 2022 as 489 were rescued in 2021, while in 2022, 845 were rescued. At number 6, a crude oil tapping point on the Trans-Niger Delta pipeline operated by the Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria Limited has been discovered in Nonwa Udueme community in Tai Council of Rivers State. This was confirmed by the Executive Director of the Youth and Environmental Advocacy Center, Finefe's Dun Na Mene, who was present at the site for observation alongside other relevant stakeholders. According to Dun Na Mene, the point where the criminals were tapping the crude oil from is capable of loading 2 tankers of 33,000 liters. He noted that the Shell staff were shocked by the revelation, adding that they claimed they didn't know. At number 7, the Chief Justice of Nigeria has granted approval to the Federal High Court of Nigeria to nominate 9 applicants for appointment as judges to its bench. The fresh permission in its addition to an earlier one in which the court secured the nod to get 15 judges to its bench. A statement by the court's Assistant Director of Information, Catherine Obi Christopher, indicated that the 9 judges, when appointed, will serve in the Bayelsa, Ebonyi, Gombe, Ogun, and Oyo divisions of the court. The statement requested that all recommendations are to reach the chambers of the Chief Judge on or before 28 February 2022. At number 8, the federal government has commenced capacity building on conduct for officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force. The training on emotional intelligence will focus on self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management for improved service delivery. Minister of Police Affairs Muhammad Dingyadi flagged off the seminar on Thursday in Yola, Adamawa State capital. He said due to the demanding nature of police duties, officers are exposed to stress and anxiety, which could be transferred to members of the public. At number 9, some parents have called on the Nigerian Union of Teachers and the Kuje Area Council to reach an amicable resolution to enable primary school students to resume classes in the area. On Monday, primary school teachers in Kuje embarked on an indefinite strike over the failure of the area council to meet some demands of the NUT. Meanwhile, the statement affirmed that the union had directed all primary school teachers in the area to stay away from their duty post. As of the time of filing this report, the Kuje Area Council has not reacted to the development, but it was guided that the council will meet with the NUT leadership on Friday. Finally, at number 10, according to reports, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland named a special counsel on Thursday to probe the improper storage of classified documents at President Joe Biden's home and former office. In a statement, President Biden's lawyers reported that a small number of additional records with classified markings were found at Biden's Wilmington home. However, nothing was found at his Rehoboth Beach, Delaware home. On Thursday, Joe Biden said he is cooperating fully. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.